Alright. Welcome to another one of BumpmyStump's World of Tanks console bullshit and issue videos. I posted a video last week or the week before pointing out the difference between the damage rolls I was getting in my T26E, or T95E3, excuse me, and my Sentinel versus my old lady's account, and what she was getting. She was seeing in her T95E3 on Cold War mode. For some reason, for about a week, her account was getting super high rolls. Not even average rolls. They were above average rolls on them two. And I played game after game after game, and it never changed. So I made a video about it, and I compared it to my account, which always gets low rolls. My T95E3 and Sentinel both get an average of 50 or so less than what they should. The T95E3, I think, has an average of 390. I see about 320 to 330 for an average roll. The Sentinel has a average of 280. I see about 230 to 240 as an average roll.
All the way through 7
and
days.
Payne made this account right here. Made
this, give him a little bit of a helping hand,
this live video here during the last live stream. Let's listen to it.
That's what we did. I want to give a shout out. I have to find the name here really quick. Hold on.
Listen to what he has to say here about it, and then I'll retort at the end. But they mentioned me. Look at this.
Is it our neighborhood friendly?
He has to find my YouTube because you hear it in the background start up.
No, it was a player. I don't want to recognize the player.
But his premise that I did some testing and everything else. No, I just figured it out just by playing.
Run around doing a bunch of things.
No worries.
There it is. Also, when you it's terrible searching in any messaging system for something that.
There's my beginning.
Okay. So I want to give a shout out to BumpmyStump, or BumpmyStump, sorry, who did some experimentation to narrow things down on why they'd occasionally see damage reduction on certain tanks. Figured out, or someone else figured out, hey, that person was a new player. They only have a couple battles. He created a new account and he tried it out. This is what we wanted to prevent from happening.
I didn't create a new account.
He made a video and put it on his YouTube channel.
Her account's been open since 4/19/21.
We're reducing the damage for new players. So, a shout out for you figuring it out. That was, I guess, you figured it out on Monday and posted the video on Tuesday, and we'd already made the change.
That's false too. That statement was false.
And there was a few good discussions there about it as well. So we're going to continue trying to help new players in a way we can that isn't negatively affecting veteran players. One of the reasons
that's an outright lie, because you just tried to pull one over on us where you gave supposedly new players higher damage rolls.
They make a choice
that affects veteran players. Paying.
So there's actually more players, even though we train them in PvE and leave them in the PvE garage. There 2/3 of players are backing out, or next time they launch the game, choosing to go into PvP, where they're just, you guys know, they're so outmatched being in their first.
Yes, they are.
Even if it was their first.
Yes, they
battles,
are.
They're so outmatched.
This is why we used to have tiers 1 and 2.
The audience has 500 battles.
But y'all took tiers 1 and 2 out for no reason.
We talked about maybe we give their tag like a newbie tag. Someone was saying another game gives them a leaf, right? And I'm like, I don't know that it would help players, or would it.
You don't know if that would help players?
We do know.
Really? Use some common sense. If you put a tag on them saying they're new, they're going to get their asses kicked constantly. The lack of common sense is just hilarious.
Find better ways to protect them and help them, so they have more time to learn the game before they get just completely crushed.
Here's something for you. You want them to learn the game? Bring back the training missions. Hey, bring back tier 1 and 2. Instead of sticking them in tier 8 tanks right off the bat. The stupidity is just... First off, okay, her account is not a new account. Her account was getting the same rolls I was on my account that were, I consider, low. A T95E3 is supposed to get 390. I average probably 340. The Sentinel is supposed to get 280. I average probably 230 to 240. Okay, there's no way that that's the average, the damage. The average damage is not what you get in these tanks. So, when I logged on her account, which I don't do once in a while, and all of a sudden I'm getting over 400 rolls in the T95 E3. Boom, 400, 410, 413, 418, way above for like a week. It's not something I made a new account and tested out. The account's been around for almost a year now. Not quite, but getting close. So that's false. And it's not that newer players are getting less damage. No, they're getting higher damage rolls is what was happening. And it wasn't even a new account. So I'm back to they can manipulate your account, per player, whatever they want to do. You know, it baffles my mind how little common sense these people have.